Hello there everybody, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make global leaderboards. So before we even get started, we're just going to make leader stats. So we're just going to insert a script in server script service, a normal script, and we're just going to rename it to leader stats, and we're just going to delete print hello world. Right, there we go. First, our leader stats should be in the game now, but before we do anything, let's go to our game settings. I'm going to save to Roblox because your game needs to be saved so you can allow data stores. So game settings, security, enable this studio access with data stores. So we're just going to enable this so data stores work. Now that we have our leader stats, let's actually make our data stores. Text to question mark, question mark, question mark. Let's change the rank to a random number, and we can just change this to no player yet. And now we have our template. We can make this invisible, but before we do, as you can see, if we duplicate loads, they're way too compact. So we can just click on the UI listing layout, just do a 0.1, 0.1, there we go. We can delete the rest of the templates and make this invisible. Right, make sure everything's anchored obviously. Now let's get to the scripting. The best part, I'm going to create a new script in the local server script service. A normal script. I'm going to name this we're going to name this global board, and we're going to refer to this, so we're going to create a variable called board, which is going to equal to workspace leaderboard, and it's going to do local the UI is going to equal to board. And inside of the board we have main, and then we have the UI. So dot main dot UI, and we're going to have a variable for refresh time. I'm going to do 12 for this for the video, but it should be 60 or more. And this is seconds, by the way. And we're just going to do this seems to be missing equals to. Now we're going to create a function, so local function refresh board, and this is going to equal to a function. Before we do anything else, let's go and get our actual data store, so local data store is going to equal to game get service data store service, but instead we're going to get ordered data store. We want to write get ordered data store instead, and in our leader stats we're just going to copy the name of our data store, and we're just going to paste it in here. Nice. Now before we do anything, this is going to be empty. This is going to be an empty table. It's not going to give us anything, which is why the first thing that you're going to do is save every single person's data that is in everybody who's in the game into the data store, which is why this is important to be more than 60, to be 60 or more. Because the first thing it does is save everybody's data. So for the amount, so I is always number. So for number, and for players and pairs, because we want to get all of the players. So game.players, we're going to use get players again. Do, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually set the async in here, because this is empty table like I said before. It's just empty, and we're going to be using this later. So we need to actually set the player's data inside. So we can actually do again a equal, so success fail is equal to a equal function, and I don't know what's going on. And in here what we're going to do is save the data. So data store, set async. Again, we're going to use the player's user ID as their key, and we're going to save the player's cache. So players.leaderstats cache value. If we wanted, we could go open the leaderstat script. We could just copy this if we wanted, and we could just paste it in here. But it should be the same, as you can see. Yeah. I'm gonna do if fail, then one failed to set data in Leaderboards. I'm gonna do, and yeah, I'm just gonna do that. We can actually replace this. Let's go then. Right, now that we have all of that, we can just close this and go down and close this again. Now that we're not using this and there's actually something in here that's not empty, we're gonna get the list of stuff inside. So local list is going to equal to, and it's going to equal to the data store. I'm going to get async. We're going to not set the async, but we're actually going to get the sorted async. So get sorted async, and in here it says, do you want the players to be the players listed on the board to be ascending or descending? What this means is, does it want to go from higher to lower or lower to higher? So ascending means go from lower to higher, and descending means higher to lower. Yeah, so we want to do descending, so we can do false, and this, and then after it's going to ask for page sizes, which is basically how many players you want. So local page, we're going to do local page size is going to equal to around, let's say 20, and we're just going to put in here page size, and we're not going to mess with anything else. Now that we have the list, we want to get the current page, so we're going to do local page is going to equal to list. We're going to write get current pages, get current page, and we're just going to put inside of here I'm just actually going to print the page. Now if you click play, yeah, it gets the current page, which is going to have a table. Inside of the table, it's going to have our key, which is our user ID. It's going to have our cache, which is 0 in this case, because I have 0 cache. And yeah, so what we're going to do now is, let's close this, let's remove these. And now that we know the table is not empty, because obviously we're setting up here, setting stuff inside of the table, we can loop through the page. So for rank and data in IPES page, so this is gonna go through the current page, and this is gonna give us the rank of the player, and this is gonna give us the data of the player. So we're gonna do local username is going to equal to game.players, and our data, our key is our user ID, and we can get we can actually use get name from user ID. See, get name from user ID, since the key is the user ID, we can just do that. and we want to actually make sure it's a number, so we're going to use toNumber, and then we're going to do data dot lowercase k key, and then here we're going to do local cache is going to just equal to our data dot value lowercase v value. Now that we have our username and our cache and our rank, we can set everything up. Before we do, we want to actually check if these things are true. So if cache, then because there needs to be a key, so then if there is a key, then it could be a cache. So we can just check if there's a cache. If there is a cache, then we're gonna get our template. So local template is going to equal to our UI equal to the main scroller dot template. We're going to just clone the template. If we look on here, our template is not visible, so the first thing that we're going to do is template.visible equals true, and we're going to make sure it's actually inside of here each time when we clone it. So we're going to do template.parent is equal to UI dot main scroller. And now that we want to change the name of the template so it doesn't get confused with the template up here, to the name of the player. So .name is just going to equal to username. Forgot the equals to sign. We want to also make sure the text labels are also equal to the player name. Text label is also equal to the username. So we can just do template dot player name dot text is equal to also the username. We can do template dot cache dot text is equal to the cache. We can do the rank, so template dot rank dot text is equal to rank. We don't want it to just display a number, we want to display, so we can just do quotation marks and then the hashtag key, and then we can do dot rank. This combines both of them together. Now we want to actually fire the function. We can fire the function by doing a check of time, so we can actually fire it first time. So refresh board, so we can fire it there. But before we do, we're just going to do a little wait of 2, and then we're going to do, actually let's change this to task.wait of 2, and then we're going to do while task dot wait, and then we're going to do our refresh time. So copy and paste, do, and here we're going to do, and this is going to do this every, for me it's 12 seconds, but it should always be 60 or more, or the data store is going to get flooded and it's not going to work, it's going to error. But it's going to give you a warning, it's not going to error. So everything we're going to do is we're going to refresh the board, so we want to get rid of anyone else's name that's already in there. So we're going to do a loop, so underscore old UI compares, and this is going to equal to the UI main scroller, and get the children. Do if the old UI is a frame, because we want to make sure it's not a UI listing layout and it's actually a, so if it's a frame, then if the old UI dot name is equal to the template, then we can do continue end, or we can just do squiggly bracket here, then so we're just going to do that instead. If the old name is not equal to template, then we're going to do old UI destroy, and underneath all of this, so we can just close all of this, go here press enter, close this all of it again, and then write refresh board. And now if we close this and we clear the output and we clear the scene, as you can see it says put number first, we're first, it says our name, and it says our cache because we have 0 cache. And if we click current client, we change our cache value to, let's say, 120. As you can see, it updates with 120, and yeah. And if we rejoin, before it actually refreshes, just to make sure that it has all of the players' data, and there we go. Now we have global leaderboards. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Peace.